everyone. Ready to dive into another fascinating forecast.
Absolutely. Always exciting to see what the stars have in store.
Today, we're focusing on our Gemini friends out there.
That's right. And we're looking at the entire year ahead, 2025, specifically for those born under the Gemini Lagna or moon sign,
Right, for anyone who needs a little refresher, that refers to your rising sign.
or the position of the moon at the time of your birth. It basically gives this analysis a nice personal touch.
I love that, a personalized cosmic roadmap. So let's jump right in. What does this reading reveal about the health outlook for Geminis in 2025?
Well, it looks like the beginning of the year might require a little extra attention to your well-being.
Interesting. Anything specific we should be aware of?
It suggests a potential for some fragility, particularly in those early months. Saturn's position indicates a need to really focus on physical health throughout the year.
Okay, so taking it easy in the first few months, getting plenty of rest and all that good stuff.
Exactly. This could manifest as joint pain or stiffness for some, so incorporating gentle exercise like yoga or swimming might be beneficial.
Makes sense. Anything else health-wise that stands out?
The analysis also highlights the importance of mindful eating during this period. It directly ties your diet to maintaining energy levels.
Oh, that's interesting. So basically, listening to your body's cues and nourishing it properly, solid advice for anyone, really.
Absolutely. And for students prepping for exams, expect a bit of stress, but hey, who doesn't feel that?
Right. It's part of the process. But on a positive note, it sounds like things improve after October, with overall health seeing an upswing.
That's right. So the takeaway is to start slow, pay attention, and you should be setting yourself up for a healthier second half of the year.
Love that. All right, let's shift gears and talk finances, everyone's favorite topic right now.
Well, this is where it gets exciting for Geminis. The analysis suggests a year of substantial financial potential, particularly early on.
Really? Let's dig into that. What kind of opportunities are we talking about?
Think real estate, foreign ventures, those kinds of things. Especially during the first part of the year, there's a strong indication of potential gains there.
That's exciting to hear. So should Geminis be rushing out to buy property or book flights overseas?
Not so fast. While the potential is there are always factors to consider. Saturn's position in April is excellent for income, particularly in those areas we mentioned, real estate and foreign business.
Got it. So a positive time to make moves, but strategically, of course. Now, the analysis also mentions some potential financial hiccups along the way. What should Geminis be watching out for?
Well, between April and July, there's a possibility of situations involving lending or borrowing money. This could throw a wrench in things if not handled carefully.
Ah, yes, the dreaded loans. Always a bit of a gamble.
Exactly. It's crucial to be very strategic with your finances during that time. Then, after May, Rahu's transit through a particular sector, well, it emphasizes careful planning.
So no rash decisions or impulsive investments?
Precisely. This might not be the best time for those. Seeking expert advice before making major decisions would be wise.
Got it. So be smart, be strategic, especially later in the year. Great advice for any year, really. Okay, let's move on to the personal side of things. What's the forecast looking like for family and social life for Geminis?
It seems like the beginning of the year is quite harmonious on the home front, a good time to address any lingering issues, especially with children.
So starting off strong, resolving conflicts, strengthening those bonds, sounds lovely.
Indeed. There's even a potential for auspicious ceremonies or celebrations within the family.
Oh, even better. So a positive start to the year for family life. But does that peaceful energy last?
Well, things might take a turn after April. Close relationships, particularly marital ones, could face some challenges.
Oh, so a bit of a shift in the energy. What's bringing this about?
You know, it's interesting. It's that same Saturnian influence that we talked about earlier, the one bringing income opportunities.
Oh, wow. So it's a double-edged sword in a way, bringing both good and bad.
It seems so. In relationships, this influence might lead to ego clashes or miscommunication. So being mindful of how you interact with loved ones becomes super important.
That makes a lot of sense. Communication is key in any relationship, but especially during challenging times. Now, the analysis also mentioned something about keeping a check on bragging rights in social situations. What's that all about?
It suggests that being a bit more modest, toning down the showing off, especially in social settings, can help maintain harmony.
Ah, so being mindful of how we present ourselves and not letting success go to our heads. Always good advice. Okay, now let's talk about the topic everyone's waiting for. Love and relationships. What's in store for our Gemini friends in 2025?
It seems like there might be some initial hurdles for those seeking new love.
Oh, no. What kind of hurdles are we talking about?
Well, the analysis suggests potential opposition from elders in the family regarding new love relationships, so some potential for tension there.
The classic family drama. Always a fun element to navigate. So, maybe not the easiest time to introduce a new partner to the family early in the year, but does it get any better?
Absolutely. The second half of the year looks much brighter for love and commitment.
Oh, that's good to hear. So there's hope on the horizon.
Definitely. If you've been hoping to tie the knot, this might just be your time. There's even a strong indication that long-pending divorce cases could see a resolution mid-year.
Interesting. So whether you're looking to start a new chapter or close an old one, the second half of the year seems promising.
Exactly. But of course, it's never completely smooth sailing, right?
Right. Are there any potential challenges in the love department that we should be aware of?
Well, there's a period between July and October that requires extra caution. It's a time when temptations might arise that could lead to trouble in relationships.
Oh, so a time to really stay grounded and focused on your commitments.
Exactly. Thinking before you act is essential during this period. Consider the consequences of your actions carefully. Clear communication is also crucial.
Got it. No rash decisions or letting emotions get the best of you.
Exactly. And this advice is especially important for women, as the analysis specifically mentions the need to navigate any potential marital challenges with a cool head.
Great advice. So a time for patience, communication, and level-headedness. But hey, on a brighter note, the analysis also hints at romantic getaways later in the year.
Yes, a nice reward for navigating those challenges. So remember, Geminis, there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely. Okay, let's wrap things up by talking about career and education. What can Geminis expect in these areas in 2025?
The period before April seems very favorable for anyone considering a job change. If that's been on your mind, that might be the time to make a move.
Now, a window of opportunity for those seeking new horizons in their career. Exciting. What about students? Anything stand out for them?
For those pursuing higher education, travel might be on the cards, perhaps studying abroad or attending conferences overseas. But be aware there could be some disruptions along the way.
Yes, the inevitable bumps in the road. But hopefully nothing too major. Now, are there any specific fields that look particularly promising for Geminis this year?
It seems like those in the medical field have excellent prospects in 2025.
Oh, that's wonderful. So if you're a Gemini in medicine, things are looking bright. Now, what about those who are already established in their careers? Any advice for them?
Well, it's important to be prepared for potential pushback from superiors, particularly between June and August. Advancements or promotions might face some obstacles during that time.
So a period of potential frustration, but hopefully just a temporary hurdle to overcome.
That's right. However, the analysis also indicates that after September, there could be opportunities for exciting new business partnerships.
Well, that's interesting. So maybe a shift in dynamics or new collaborations are on the horizon.
It's definitely something to be open to. 2025 could bring unexpected alliances.
Wow, so much to consider. It seems like 2025 is going to be quite a dynamic year for Geminis, full of potential challenges and exciting opportunities. Any final thoughts or key takeaways for our Gemini listeners?
I think the most important thing to remember is that while the stars offer guidance, you ultimately have the power to navigate your own path.
Beautifully said. We can use these insights to make informed decisions, but it's our actions that shape our reality.
Exactly. And speaking of actions, the analysis mentions an interesting remedy specifically for Geminis this year.
Oh, I love these little rituals. What is it?
It suggests visiting a Kali Mata temple every Saturday and offering a garland of lemons.
Wow. That's a
Yeah.
powerful image. Whether or not someone subscribes to these beliefs, I think it's fascinating how rituals can offer a sense of grounding and intention.
I agree. It's a way of connecting with something larger than ourselves and setting our intentions for the year ahead.
Absolutely. Something to ponder for sure. All right, Geminis, that wraps up our deep dive into your 2025 forecast. We'll be back soon with another fascinating exploration. Until then, stay curious.